Okay, now let's continue to the respiratory mantra. We will focus on the mantra flowing from the sternum or inside the sternum. Feel like there is a line going up to the top of the head and visualize the flow going upward. There is no correlation with the breath. All it is you're visualizing a vibration that consists of 3 syllables. Haim, Im, Am. So Haim, Im, Am flows like Haim, Im, Am, Haim, Im, Am, Haim, Im, Am. It goes to the top of the head. Just keep the vibration going. If anybody has COPD or some lung-related damage is suspected, instead of doing Haim Im Am, you can do Haim Am.
Dr. Rajan,
Yeah.
wife has At the Haim, see here, zigzag at the Haim, not going straight.
Okay, so don't do it. That's fine.
Don't
So
do it.
we will, yeah, we will
Any
see.
reason? Any reason why it happening like that?
It may be because you may just need to tilt your head a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's go on to the spinal alignment neck exercises. So as you exhale, gently lean or tilt your ear towards one shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tilt towards the other shoulder and continue. Okay. Now, as you exhale, turn your head and look over one shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, look over the other shoulder. Inhale, come back, and continue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30,
I don't want.
40,
I really don't want to.
50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 20. Okay. Now, hand exercises, hands up.
Good.
Oh, yes, sorry, we missed a few exercises. No, there are more exercises for the neck. Inhale, let's take the head back, and exhale, bring it down. And 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 8. And 9. And 10. Now, as you exhale, come down, we rotate 360 degrees. Inhale, half a circle, and exhale, complete the other half. And continue. Same direction. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Let's go in the opposite direction. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Now let's go on to the shoulder exercises a hand exercises. Okay, so let's go on to, no, we have to go on to shoulder exercise, then we come to hand exercises. So inhale, lift up one shoulder, exhale, rotate and bring it back. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 20. Good. Now the hand exercises. Inhale, lift up the palm and spread out the fingers. Feel the stretch at the wrist and the fingers. Exhale, thumbs in, and make a downward facing fist. Let's go. 1, exhale. 2, exhale. 3, exhale. 4, exhale. Let's do something different now. Inhale, rotate around, and exhale, come back. We will do 2 more times. Inhale and exhale, come around, and inhale and exhale, come around. Now let's do again. 1, lift up the palms and exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, we did that 3 times. Now let's go again, this time backward. Inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale, rotate with the wrist. Inhale and exhale. Now again, let's go. Inhale, lift up the palm. Exhale, make the downward facing fist. Continue. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's again rotate around the wrist. Inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale, and continue. 3rd time, and 1 last time, 4th time. And now let's go backward. Inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. Now again, we will do inhale, lift up the palms, exhale, downward facing wrist. Continue. 2, 3, exhale. 4, 5. Excellent. Now let's come elbows in line with the shoulders. Did you find that rotation more helpful for the wrist? Okay. So, okay, let's go now. Inhale and exhale and go this way. Inhale and exhale. Continue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Now interlock the fingers and bring it behind your head. Exhale, turn to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, turn the other way. Inhale, come back. Continue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Very good. Now get hold of your elbows above the head or behind the head. As you exhale, pull on one elbow and inhale, come back. Exhale, pull on the other elbow and inhale, come back, and continue. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, that's good. Now we go on to keeping the hands behind the back. And again, we twist to both sides. Exhale, turn to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale the other way, inhale, come back. Continue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Very good. Now get hold of your hips on the two sides, and as we inhale, we push on one hand and make a backward arch. And exhale, come forward. Inhale, push on the other side, and exhale, come forward. Continue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Very good. Now let's cross one leg over the other and get hold of the knees on the top. Get hold of one knee on the top. And as you exhale, not only pull it up, but cross it over and turn your head to the same side as the knee you're holding. Inhale, release, and exhale, pull and turn. Continue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Now today we will do the bending exercise instead of the cycling exercise. So stand up. And those of you who don't want to stand up, you can do the cycling exercise on your own. And for those who like to stand up, you can hold your chair or whatever, and then lean forward, bending only from the hip. And those of you who don't need the support of anything and you have good balance, get hold of your elbows behind your back. And as you exhale, bend from the hips and keep the chin up. That will make sure the back does not bend. Slowly inhale and come up. And now we will go straight on to the Bhastrika Pranayama. We didn't do both the shoulders together. Huh? Yeah, we didn't do both the shoulders together. We don't have the time. So we'll go on to the Bhastrika Pranayama. Now, just in case there is anybody new, Bhastrika Pranayama is simply full deep breath done in a comfortable pace where the exhalation is slightly longer than the inhalation. So when you inhale and the lower lung breathes, the abdominal area comes out. As you continue to inhale and the chest expands, as the middle lung breathes, the chest expands. And then when the upper lung breathes, the shoulder pulls back. And when you exhale, one by one, all of them contract. This is the basic motion. You have two ways to do it. One is you can keep your hand in the belly and you can find yourself inhale and exhale. Now, the other way is with the use of the hands where you have it in a loose fist with elbows by the side of the chest. Inhale and exhale. So this is how we do. Let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. and 20. Exhale. Now, we will go on and just observe the sensations. If you don't feel anything, just keep your awareness within, and we will do the spinal mantra. Because of the lack of the time, I'm going to give verbal instructions. We are going to focus in each part of the body, starting from the ankle and feet, then to the knee, and then to the lowermost part of the spine, then the lumbar area of the spine just above the hip, and then the back of the spine, the thoracic region, back of the neck, and back of the neck. So these are the 7 areas we are going to focus on. Each place we will vibrate a mantra there and then move to the next point and go. So let's begin from the feet and the knee and the base of the spine in between the buttocks. So these 3 places we will go with the 3 mantras and keep moving your awareness. Aim at the feet, Shem in the knees, and then Jim in the base of the spine. Aim, Shem, Jim. 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 Now from the base of the spine to the lumbar to the back of the thoracic region, we go Jim, Jaim, Haim. 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 Now from the back to the back of the neck to the back of the head. Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Now let's go back to the feet. We'll begin from there. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jaim, Haim. We'll do the 5 together. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jaim, Haim. 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 Now we'll begin from the base of the spine. Jim, Jaim, Haim, Aim, Om at the back of the neck. Let's go. Jim, Jaim, Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Jim Jam Ham I'm O. 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 Now let's begin from the feet and go all the way to the top of the head. I'm Shim Jim Jam Haim I'm O. 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 Very nice. Now we go on to the next round of Bhastrika, loose fist. Let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. And 20. Close the eyes and bring down the hands. Observe the sensations, if there are any in your head. Let's go one more round of Bhastrika. Loose fist. Let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. And last 50. Exhale. Bring down the hands, close your eyes, and observe the sensations in your head. Mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. Do your personal mantra or watch your breath. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. And with that as the thought, raise your hands up and bring it 6 inches in front of your face and look straight into the palm of your hands as you open your eyes. And with that, we end the session. And first, let me thank all of you who sent me a little note feedback about how you felt the comparison between the 2 days when we did only Bhastrika versus the Bhastrika plus mantra together. It was very, very helpful. And what I have already sensed from the feedback and what we have looked at is there are 2 kinds of situations that are happening for people. People who have degeneration in the spine have seemed to be helped with this. And for people for whom there have been injuries related, not degeneration, but injuries related to muscle weakness or, a fall and things like that. They seem to be in a different category. And so we'll see as we go along. Now, I have a apology to make to all of you. While the recording is ready, I have been unable to post it on the web. I will do it in the next day or two. We are in the middle of another big project, preparing for next weekend to begin the training program. And because of that, but many things have been held up for me. So as soon as I load it in the web, I will send you all an email. So that way you can play the recording anytime you want. So that is the quick announcement for now. And if there are any new people, I will request that you begin by introducing yourself. People who have not spoken before, people who have come for last few days, please identify yourself and speak up. And if there are no such people, I'm sure there are one or two people, but if there are no
Rajan.
such people,
Namaste, Rajan. I would like to introduce my wife.
yes, go ahead.
She,
I'm Niru Purohit.
why is the video stop? She is Niru Purohit.
Do you want to
And
put
she,
on your camera?
That's what I don't know what happened with camera. Yeah, now, yes. So,
Na
you are asked to stay or start a video. Okay.
Hello.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's gone.
There you
Now
are.
you got it?
Namaste, Niruji.
Yeah. So,
Namaste, I'm
See-
Niru Purohit. I'm Suresh Purohit wife.
and I used to sit alone, but now since last week she is sitting and she is a very much interest and she is appreciate this
And
whole
I
yoga.
like it and I'm really enjoying it, Mr. Rajan.
Very good. Welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sushila and Bala here, you want to say something?
So, Namaste, I'm Niru Purohit. I'm Suresh Purohit.
Yes. I forgot to, I did not send you the mail. I really felt very good, and today also I'm feeling the same, like absolutely light and uplifted.
Thank you.
And I have one question though.
Yeah.
When we do the Shitali Pranayam,
Bala, you want to say something?
how long should one do to help for the
It's okay, Joe.
acid reflux?
Freeze 3.
Something,
Screen on करो ना लोग.
Just 1 second.
something is in the background.
Neeti Gandhi is the one who is doing this. Okay. Okay. So now, now we should be fine. So Sushila here, please speak up.
Yes. I want to do Shitali Pranayam. You said it's good for acid reflux.
That is the conventional yoga view. I have not tested it.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
Yes. Do you know how to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Actually,
it's
sorry.
helpful, right?
1 second. You said for acid reflux, right?
Yeah.
No, acid reflux, Shitali Pranayam is not good.
Oh, okay. So
For
is there any-
hyperacidity, it is good. Do you know the difference between hyperacidity and acid reflux?
No.
No. Okay. Let me explain to you.
Okay.
You see, hyperacidity is the stomach producing more acid.
Okay.
And what happens is some of that acid, when you burp or something like that, they all come up in the esophagus and you feel uncomfortable. Now, what happens is acid reflux is a slightly different matter, where what happens is the stomach is just a bag. It is just a bag. On the two sides of the bag, just like we have elastic in the socks, like that on the two sides, we have two elastics over there that's holding it. That is the same kind of muscle that is there in the anus. It's called a sphincter. So once the food is coming in, it opens up, lets it in, and then closes, and then it shakes it. with the acid over there. Okay. That's why after eating some food, you may feel a little wobbly feeling over there because it's shaking. So what happens is now when sometimes, as you know, if you wash your your socks in very hot water, the elastic becomes loose, right? So similarly here, the elastic of the sphincter becomes loose. And it becomes loose. Somebody else is at it again. Okay. So when it becomes loose, when the stomach is shaking or whatever, it spills out. That elastic becoming loose is what is called acid reflux, because the acid is coming backward, upward. So what happens is, if it is the sphincter, now what happens is from a conventional medicine perspective, they work on the treatment the same way. Because what it is they look upon the acid coming up over the esophagus, and that's why feeling discomfort, that heartburn kind of feeling. So they will look to reduce the acidity in the stomach. They're not preventing the acid reflux. They're reducing the acidity in the stomach so that you won't feel uncomfortable. In most cases, that's what they do. However, from a yoga perspective, there are two different problems. For reducing acidity, you do Shitali Pranayama. Whereas on the other hand, to increase the elasticity of the sphincter muscle at the head of the stomach, there it is because the esophagus from the nose, mouth going down, that area has become very tense. When things become tight, they lose elasticity, right? They have become tense. And so our goal is to loosen that and relax it. And so there are multiple ways to loosen that and relax it, okay? And all of them have some component in it. You see, what happens is when people do Neti pot, you're familiar with the Neti pot for the nose. That Neti pot gives relaxation in this area. And when it gives relaxation in the ENT area, that is also connected to the esophagus after that. So it has a sympathetic effect on loosening the esophagus. Okay. Now, another thing that is useful is in the morning when you drink water, you can, instead of drinking water in sip, drink it in a gulp. You go cluck, 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 you drink like that. When you drink like that, you're making the esophagus move and, move through. So you make it more relaxed. Now, the third element that is useful for acid reflux is this Ujjayi Pranayama. The Ujjayi Pranayama increases afferent nerve insensitivity. Reduces afferent nerve insensitivity. So it makes it a little more elastic. So all of these take a few weeks to activate. So it may take you 3 weeks, 4 weeks to go through, and you'll slowly find improvement coming on over a period of time.
And should we drink cold water or warm water?
See, from a yoga perspective, it is always recommended you should never drink ice cold water.
No.
Okay. So what happens is any water that is the body's temperature is the most comfortable water for it. So the thing is basically anything that is between slightly warm to room temperature water is the good water to drink. Because if you put too hot water, you cannot drink like that. You can only sip, right?
Thank
you. Yes.
Thank you.
Dr. Rajan,
Yes, go ahead.
you explained really good. I know the difference between acidity and acid reflux.
Yes.
But I just had a swallow study done, and my diagnosis is I'm losing flexibility in my food pipe.
Okay.
So this is the way you said drink water like that.
And Ujjayi Pranayama and Neti pot.
Neti pot, I don't know Neti pot.
Okay, don't worry about it. So drink the water and then do Ujjayi Pranayama.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Really good topic for me.
Rajanji,
Yes.
it's so good. Nobody has ever told like that. So,
Sadly, first time I heard that. That's true.
it is so good that people don't think there is a way out from this insensitivity of this valve
Hmm.
and not properly closing, they say, well, nothing, you can do about it. So
By the
this
way,
is something, I think, something that, I don't know, means, probably lot people can benefit from it.
Yeah, the thing is, you see, you have to understand from a modern medicine perspective, they will tell you what they know, right? And
That's
what
true.
they don't know, their assumption is nobody else in the world can know because they know all the best knowledge available. That is their assumption.
Very true. Very true. Really
Yeah.
appreciate it. I think this need to go to the people. Maybe, you can put on your site this particular segment of it, that difference between the two and how to manage it.
We have good people to take care of that. Bal Mukund is there and Srijit is there. I leave it all of these matters for them.
Yeah, just a suggestion. Means I think people can really benefit, and one can easily refer to anybody ask the question that, okay,
Yeah,
go to the
one
website.
thing, when you do this practice, be prepared. This is long term. When I say long term, to find good effect, it will take 3 to 6 months.
It's nothing, means, see, first of all, Neti is going to do very good to a lot of people.
Yes.
Okay. And then, drinking water like that, which people have forgotten now because we drink with the bottle and we just take little like that. But, it's a good one, good exercise.
Yeah, but when I'm drinking like that, I'm getting back everything. I don't have a practice to do that.
Yeah, you have to get the practice. I have seen people drinking like that, especially in South India.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Thank you.
Nancy, go ahead.
Dr. Narayan, could you be kind enough to tell something about Shitali Pranayam?
Shitali Pranayam is very simple, and I'll explain the logic also with it. The Shitali Pranayam involves making your tongue into like a little tunnel, like a little straw, like that. And then you inhale through that straw through the mouth, but then you exhale through the nose. That is now Shitkari is when you inhale, you keep your tongue at the placed on the top over there, top of the palate, and you inhale from by the side of the tongue, like that. And then you exhale through the nostril. And then the third type of pranayam that does the same thing is called Sadanti. And Sadanti is you clench your teeth and you inhale from in between the teeth. Now, all these three pranayams are for very special purposes. It should not commonly be done. Okay? The special purposes are the following. You see, normally what people, Sundaraji, you want to say something?
No, I was just saying in another 5,000 years, modern medicine will have an answer for all these things.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Okay. So the thing is now, now what we find is when we do this, what happens? Why is it is giving relief for hyperacidity? You see, many of us do not realize that when we inhale through the nostrils, automatically pretty much most of the air is going into the lungs. Sometimes the body has a need for air going into the GI tract. Whereas when you inhale through the mouth, most of the air goes into the GI tract. The body has the intelligence to know what is the difference between breathing through the nose and breathing through the mouth. And so what happens is, this is why in yoga perspective, we always say breathe through the nose because that's what is directing it to the lungs. And so what happens is when you breathe through the mouth, inhale, sends it to the GI tract, and the air going in the stomach enables the acidity to weaken.
$101 का donation है. ये एक दिन खाली है, वो दिन है 28 अगस्त।
Okay, that was Suresh Purohit giving us that lecture. Okay, that's fine. Now, anybody else, any questions, thoughts?
I have one question, Dr. Narayan.
How can we increase the elasticity in esophagus?
Of what? Elasticity of what?
Elasticity
Of what?
of esophagus.
Esophagus.
Esophagus. Okay. But this is what I have explained all through. If you increase the elasticity of the esophagus, the acid reflux is also solved because your elasticity of the sphincter will increase. So the thing is that glug drinking of water, Ujjayi pranayam and Neti pot will help you.
Okay, thank you.
Now,
Rajanji,
go ahead.
Dr. Rajan, can I ask you a question?
Yes, 1 second, Sachidanji, let Usha Vaghasya go, carry on.
Sure. No worries.
So if you breathe through the mouth, would you get a bloating and gas?
I think that is the logical conclusion because breathing through the mouth sends more air to the stomach. Have you experienced that?
Sometimes when I'm sleeping, my mouth is open and I breathe through the mouth. And I do neti every day, by the way. So my sinus is clean. But then I know next morning I have a little bit of bloating.
This is very interesting. So somebody is giving credence to the theory that breathing through the mouth goes into the GI tract. Very nice. Okay. So now, Sachidanji, go ahead.
One observation about Bhastrika Pranayam.
Yes.
As you know, we did two on Saturday and Sunday. So what I observed, if you do these at least 2 or 3 Bhastrikas in line together, then the sensations are going away. But when we break it one and then we do the other mantras, and then you do, the sensations don't go away. So is it possible for you, like when we do 4 Bhastrikas together, the body feels so great. If we do in line, it still feels great, but if you break with, so is it possible for you to do the mantras before or after 3 or 4 Bhatrikas?
Okay. I'm sure that is possible. We should do.
No, I'm just asking you, any reason why you do it in between? Yeah,
I would second that too, because that helps.
Yeah, let me finish that. Yeah. Okay.
That helped a lot. If we do 5 together and then do the mantras.
Mantra after or before?
Anyone, doesn't really matter. You can do before or after. And that's my suggestion because I've been observing it for a long time.
Okay.
And like yesterday you said, how did you feel about that? That mantras were very powerful, very good. But because we broke it, then the combination effect was a little bit different. That's why I wrote you email that maybe we should try the same technique you did for next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Then maybe we can get little bit better observation and share with you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Sachin.
I had the same experience.
Very good. Thank you, Kulvinderji and Satyanji. I will implement it tomorrow and we'll test it tomorrow. But we'll go all the way to.
Sharmishta has one question.
Is anything for bloating, any of the yoga practice?
Sachidanji, you're the spokesman for the family. When she speaks, I don't hear.
Okay, what she's asking is any yoga or whatever you do, things you do is help us in bloating because her stomach always bloats.
Okay. Does she snore at night?
No.
No.
No,
she
snore.
says never, but once in a while, but not very loud or anything.
No, she shouldn't be the person I should be asking. I should be asking you. Does she snore at night?
That's a tough question to answer, but not really. I mean, if she's very tired, maybe it's, for a few minutes, but normally she sleeps good.
I see. When do you go eat and when do you go to sleep?
Normally we eat around between 7:30, 6, sometime 8, but between 7 to 7:30. And sleeping is a little late, maybe 11 o'clock.
I see. After you finish eating, do you do any snacking or anything before going to sleep?
And she doesn't, but I drink a glass of milk, a cup of milk.
Okay. So, but this bloating, when does it happen? In the early hours of the morning or at other times?
It's all the time, doctor. Even in the morning, I don't feel hungry. I just have to drink tea and eat breakfast, but I really don't feel like eating anything. All the time I'm full.
But what I want to tell you, this stomach issue with her is for long time. It's not 1 year, maybe 30, 40, 50 years since we've been married. It's manages. So that's why we never drink a tea without any breakfast. It's like we don't take any bed tea because bed tea is very dangerous. So we do take tea, but with breakfast.
See, this is a case where there is until we measure the nadi.
Yeah, we will do that. I told her, I'll bring her absolutely. Once you get free with your other programs, we'll call Bal Mukund or write him. I'll be there. We'll bring her. Absolutely, no problem. Thank you very much.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Rajanji?
Yes, Ravindraji, go ahead.
There was one whatever you call pranayama, I think, where you take the tongue all the way out and breathe like a dog,
Yes. What do they call it? Simhasan, whatever.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Is that helpful in anything? Is that helpful in anything?
Actually, it may be helpful for this purpose too, because it loosens the throat.
So you do both the breathe in and breathe out just like that?
No. You only breathe through the nose, and you, after taking a full breath. Actually, the way in which it is done is you should be sitting in Vajrasan, and then you take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you take out the hands like this, and you go.
Oh.
You go. That way.
I see. So whereas in the other case, you breathe in through the mouth and you breathe out from the nose.
Yes, for the Shitalis and the Shitkari.
But you did not tell the difference between the three. You said there are three are for three different purposes.
No, I said the three of them are for the same purpose.
I see.
But the key part is these are not normal pranayam. It is used only for specific purposes like hyperacidity. You have to realize our body has a natural way of figuring out what you need. And what happens is, so we shouldn't disturb too much of it. So special things should be done only when there is a special need, right?
Yes. Thank you so much.
So, Rajanji, do you have tremendous knowledge, everything, you have a lot of things with you. Why can't you publish some book?
It will all happen in time. We are all instruments of the divine flow when it needs to happen. You see, 15 years back, I wanted to publish a book. My intuition, my inner sense, my guidance was not, time is not right.
Oh, I see.
So it didn't get published. And then later on, only in the last few years, I realized people who write books, 90% of the, or not 90, 99.9% of written work have certain amount of disinformation in them. There is a big difference between yogic writing and scholarly writing.
I see.
A lot of scholarly writing refer to something else or whatever, and their understanding is not complete. And so what happens is, in my view, people should only write when there is complete maturity of knowledge. Then in which case they are really, sharing correct knowledge. Whereas when people write earlier, then in which case they add to the disinformation that is clogged on the internet.
Oh, I see.
Very true, very true. But you know,
true.
they should get it reviewed through some of the.
I will give you a very big example of disinformation 100 years back.
Mhm.
Very true.
Yeah.
Push it, you will find certain muscles in your body will contract without you even thinking. Press it tight.
Dr. Rajan, we missed you for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So you just said 100 years back, and after that,
100 years back, there was a person who wrote a book based upon the logical sense that if you press your little finger against the thumb, do you find when you press it, automatically some muscles in your body contract, particularly in the lower part of the body? Can you feel it? Okay. So what it is that person figured that if you wanted to hold urination, then by pressing it like this, you can hold urination. And then his logical thinking was, oh, I'm holding the water content in my body. So the little finger must be the water element. Okay? But the original Ayurveda, this little finger is the earth element, which is the muscle tissues. So what is happening is that person defined this as the water element. And then, of course, he defined this one as the earth element. And so what has happened is, from the original Ayurvedic sense, after that person wrote that book, it has popularly gone into the internet thanks to the master of, media with respect to yoga. You know who that is. So what has happened is the entire 5 elements of the 5 fingers has been completely misrepresented in yoga in the web space. So, and as a result of which there is so much of disinformation going on. And after a point in time, people will come and tell us we are lying. And whatever is the disinformation is the truth, because that's what is being published everywhere. And you know who else is the master of media? Because you see, the propaganda that Hitler did, which we see repeated in modern times, is keep saying the lies all the time. Then people will believe that is the truth. You know that if you're consistent with your lies, it will appear as the truth. And if you have access to media,
That's true. That's real true.
so we'll end over here today and see you all.
Thank
tomorrow.
you. Thank you. Thank you, Rajan.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
Very enlightening discussion today.
Very nice.
Thank you, yoga family.
Thank you.
Really very enlightened discussion. I was so happy.
See you
And
tomorrow.
people asked very, very good questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.